The Tao of Self-Confidence, episode 889. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. Visit our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits. You can now purchase The Tao of Self-Confidence, a guide to moving beyond trauma and awakening the leader within on Amazon, Barnes & Noble's, Walmart, Indigo, and other major book retailers. Get your copy today. Well, hello, friend. Welcome to The Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. I'm your host today, Sheena Yap Chan. And today I have a phenomenal woman on the show today. She is the president of the Academy of Cosmetology and Massage and also the co-founder of Eduli. And I'm super excited to have her on and share her story with us today on self-confidence. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Sangeeta Sharma. Sangeeta, how are you today? Maybe you can fill in a little bit more about yourself to the listeners.
Hi, Sheena. Thank you for having me. And thank you to all the listeners. Like Sheena, you said, my name is Sangeeta Sharma, and I'm the founder of Nivi Academy, Niwe, Nivi Academy, Cosmetology and Massage. And Eduli, it's a college operating system, so that I am here.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And I know we met through the US PacWise cohort program, which has been amazing. And I love that you're also from Canada, just like me. So I'm so glad that we have some Canadians as part of the group. And Sangeeta, what's your cultural background?
Well, right now I'm Canadian, but I'm born and raised in India. And I moved to Canada when I was 24-year-old. So I've been living in Canada for 31 years. So I'm East Indian, but I'm Canadian now.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And what'd be your favorite self-confidence quote?
My favorite self-confidence quote is, my God, it's self-confidence is a superpower. Once you start believing in it, you can start creating the magic that you can imagine.
I love that quote that you mentioned, and it's so true. It is our superpower. Sometimes when times are tough or we're feeling like the world's going to end, our confidence is what brings us back up to keep moving forward and to be the person that we're meant to be. So I really love that quote that you mentioned. And in your own words, how do you define self-confidence?
Self-confidence, like I said, it's a superpower, but I believe self-confidence is like building muscles. In order to build muscles, you have to go to the gym. Same way, when you have to build self-confidence, you have to take small, subtle steps toward building your confidence. To build your confidence, you cannot be afraid to make mistakes, because once you start making mistakes, that's where you can start building self-confidence. And I tell this to all my students. I tell whoever is actually I talk to, and I just go like, just do it. You're going to build that confidence. You're going to say, oh my God, I did it. So to me, it's building muscles for confidence.
I love that definition, and it's so true. I always say building confidence takes daily work, because there's going to be things that's going to come up that's going to be maybe unexpected or just a total hot mess. And confidence is what helps us to move forward, to move past it. And it's something that we do every single day of our life, right? To build courage, to be a leader. So I love that definition that you mentioned. And Sangeeta, what was your life like before your discovery of self-confidence?
Oh my God. I don't think anybody is born with self-confidence, but somehow I believe I was born with that self-confidence, because I was very headstrong, stubborn, rebellious, a woman or girl before I moved to Canada. Because I'm coming from a country where all the women are raised to raise a family, or just do whatever they've been told. You have to stay in the boundary. But I was the person who would always hated boundaries. Like I would break all the rules. I'll do whatever I wanted to do. And in fact, actually, to the point where sometimes I got the beating. I got to put in a room, like you're not allowed to do this and that, but I escaped and I did it, whatever I wanted. So like I built my self-confidence back home. But when I moved to Canada, Sheena, I'm telling you, I was nobody. Coming from a country where I was something because I started my business there and it was very successful, people will talk about me. And when I came to Canada, I was nobody. My education was not recognized. Nobody knew. And if I say something to somebody, they just go like, who do you think you are? Right? So getting that. So imagine the self-confidence going down. It's like I had to do lots of soul searching on myself and then just go like, what did I get myself into? So my self-confidence was really down, but I promise that's where like I think it's we all women probably go through those time where our self-confidence is really down. So in 1992, my self-confidence was like, I'm nobody. I don't think I can do this. I wanted to run away. I wanted to go back to India where my people were there. Here, nobody's here. But then I promised myself and I called my nickname Meenu. I just go like, Meenu, you put into this mess, you have to fix it. So that's where I actually take charge of my life and I start building small steps going back to school, going back to like start working in daycare, cleaning hotel rooms, cleaning, like doing dishwashing, driving school bus. So going through like every step at a time and learning and building my self confidence. So before I actually had the confidence that I wanted to be somebody, I went through a big mess, soul searching. So that's what I was at that time.
Thanks for sharing that. And I think that's something a lot of immigrants can relate to, especially, coming from Asia. We come from, really some of us come from really good beginnings, right? Like you mentioned, having a successful business. Like we were born in the Philippines. My family and I came from the Philippines and, we had help. We had someone who washed the dishes, who washed our clothes, cooked our meals, drove us everywhere. And so when we came here, my mom had to literally start from scratch. She didn't know how to cook. Also, their college degrees meant nothing, right? Like you really had to start from the beginning. And yeah, that's a big confidence downer when you think, oh my God, what I've done, the work that I've done in my own country makes no, like, it doesn't mean anything here in Canada or in America, and we have to start from scratch. But you just, started slowly build your confidence up step by step, day by day. And, what was that aha moment that made you realize you can, go out there and forge your own path, especially as women, especially Asian women, we're always told to never make any noise, just stay in the background, just do as you're told. But yet, here you are in a country where, the opportunities are endless. You took a chance on that. What was that aha moment that made you do it?
I think my aha moment was again like driving, like I said, I drove school bus. So first time when I sat down on that school bus driving seat, taking that control of the whole bus, it was something that hit inside me that gave me like, oh my God, I'm control of this whole bus. And there's going to be like almost 24 to 30 kids sitting in this bus. I'm control of that. That actually something gave me inside me that I can take this. I can make my life whatever I want to because I'm at the driver's seat. That was first aha moment. The second aha moment was when I opened my own business and I employed 2 or 3 immigrant women. That was like something to me giving back to those immigrant women. And they're still my friend. And I told them, guess what? You're going through hell. You're going to make something happen. So yeah, so my aha moment was driving school bus and the same time opening up businesses, giving opportunities to Canadians, giving opportunities to immigrant women and giving them and showing them path. And that was my aha moment that I did it. I made myself something and somebody that I promised when I came to Canada that someday, somewhere, people will know who I am. And that was my aha moment.
I love that. And I love how you have that driver's seat analogy, right? It's up to us to make the decision, to take action, to make things happen. Is it going to be easy? Definitely not. Because if it was, everyone would be doing it. But it's definitely worth the ride when you're able to make that impact and, change other people's lives in the process, like you hiring more women for your companies, which is amazing. And because of that realization, what's your life been like now?
I think my life is, I love it every moment because I know when I go to my academy, I'm changing lives. I'm actually supporting women who are actually coming to me because of my story. They're coming to my academy because they have heard about me, they have heard about my story, and they want to be where I am now. So my life is, I feel I'm blessed. It's a blessing for myself, it's a blessing for my family, and it's a blessing for everyone who actually come to my academy, or I will say I'm grateful.
Thanks for sharing that. And, thank you so much for paving the way and showing, especially Asian women what is possible. I know in Indian culture, Indian women are second class to men. There's so many things Indian women go through. Even doing some research on my book, talking about things like widowhood or, child marriages or even throwing acid. Like these are things that unfortunately does still happen, but nobody rarely talks about. And you are here today showing them that anything is possible when you go out there, work for it, be the change you want to see. I know that may sound corny, but it's so true. When we want change, it really is up to us. And to the woman who's listening to your episode, she may be in her own journey to self-confidence. What would be that one tip you'd give to her?
I think one word I would say is never stop believing in yourself. That belief, that small, that light somewhere in your heart or somewhere in your stomach, you feel that and go after that. Don't let somebody else stop you, or don't let somebody else tell you you cannot do it. Prove yourself and prove other people, because I think once you start proving yourself, you can be a bigger role model for your own family, especially for your kids. So never stop believing.
Thanks for sharing that. And I know we've heard that so many times, but it is a great reminder to each and every single person, even myself, because the belief is really the most important part, the start, the foundation. Because without that belief, you're not going to go out there and push through your fears, take the first step, take action on your dreams. So really, I think is the most important part, having that innate belief that you can do it no matter what happens. So thank you so much for that great tip. And if our listeners want to get to know a little bit more about you and what you do, is there any links or social media profiles we can connect with?
Yeah, I on LinkedIn, under Sangeeta Sharma, Calgary, Canada. My Instagram is Sangeeta YYC, and you can go on my website, niwe.ca, and reach out to me, and I'm here if anybody needs my help.
Thank you so much, Sangeeta. And to our listeners, you can also head on over to thetaoselfconfidence.com and search for Sangeeta's name. Her show notes will pop up along with everything else that we talked about. And I really just want to thank Sangeeta today for taking the time to share her story and tips with us on self-confidence. So thank you so much, Sangeeta.
Thank you, Sheena, for having me. I'm grateful. You have chosen me to be on your platform. That was an honor for me. Thank you.
Not a problem. It's really an honor to have you on the show and share your story and showing others what's possible. So thank you again. And to our listeners, be on the lookout for another new episode of another amazing woman's journey to self-confidence, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode of The Tao of Self-Confidence. You can order your copy of Asian Women Who Boss Up book by visiting our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits.